All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Makakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, the men who taught me this truth. Peace and blessings be to the hopeful elect, your men, women, and little ones that believe on the words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. It's your brother Micah Allah, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, Lord willing to edify. And the title of this lesson is simply, what going on? The title of this lesson is simply, at the end, prophecy will speak. You know, at the end, prophecy will speak. And it's a beautiful thing to see these things coming down the pipeline, because everything that we're witnessing is all recorded in the Holy Scriptures. These evils that are intensifying on a daily basis, these things are not just events that are happening just to happen. No, these are the words of Yahweh Shema Shai being made manifest, man. You see? Matter of fact, let's start off right here. And it's a beautiful thing to witness these things come to pass. This 2 Ezra 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. You see, so we're measuring the times diligently. And what are we measuring? We're measuring, how do you measure the times? You have to measure the prophecies. You have to be occupied in prophecy. You see? That's how you're able to measure the times diligently in itself. Sirach Ecclesiastes 39 and verse 1, it says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. You see? So this is how you are able to measure the times, by being occupied in the Lord's prophecies. You see? Through watching the videos, praying without ceasing. What Yahweh Shai said. Yahweh Shai said, watch as well as pray, that we enter not into temptation. See, this is what's going to set us apart from everybody outside this council, because these people really don't understand why these events are taking place. They're not able to, look at the things that are happening in the earth and tie it back to biblical prophecy, tie it back to the will of the Lord being played out right before our very eyes. You see? Going back. But we are here to measure the times diligently, And it says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. You see? And prophecy means to say before. So the Lord put the spirit upon the prophets of old to speak about the times that we're in now. And now we're in the generation and time where these things are happening. You don't have to wait another 1,000 years down the line for these things to play out. You see? No, we're in that time now. That's why the Lord sent signs to show us that we're here, It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest, that's Yahweh Shema Shai, will begin to visit the world which he made. So this is how we're able to see and understand that the Lord is visiting the world which he made, man. Because we see it, such as pestilences, diseases. I got a couple articles in the video queued up, this new virus that's going on this cruise ship, which Yahweh Shai told us that will be a part of the signs in the last days, which will show us how close we are to the return of our Lord. You'll see the pestilences in the earth, earthquakes in diverse places, wars and rumors of wars, famines. You see? It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, uproars of the people. People are not satisfied with how this kingdom is being ran and structured. That's why as you people that trust in this place continue to lose the things that you had held in high esteem, you know what I mean? The things that you've accumulated on this side that you think that you could take with you, such as money, your different living situations, anything that you accumulated on this side. You can't take these things with you, man. These things are going to be destroyed right here in America, man. You see? Matter of fact, let's go here. First article from thehill.com. It says 81% of young Americans say economic conditions are bad or terrible. You see? It says a recent survey, and it's just a recent survey by Generation Lab found that more than 8 in 10 young adults rate economic conditions in America as either bad or terrible, you see? And this is just the young generation that's come to that point. So how much more everybody else that's been here, that done seen, America's so-called good times all the way up until 2026, That's why brothers often say, we're not going back into the times of 1990, early 2000s, where gas prices was low, rent was low. Well, compared to now, low, because even then, it was still somewhat of a struggle for some. But you can still make ends meet way easier than you can today. Today, this generation is completely finished. It's so hard for this generation to gain to get a car. You know what I'm saying? Because of the prices are so high, or to get a house because of the housing market is so high. Hell, it's damn near impossible. To have a steady job because of AI. You see, so it's way more challenges to be able to sustain in life today as back then in like 1980, 1970s, 1950s, so on and so forth. You get the point. But that's because prophecy and the words of the Lord is in the earth. You see? It says, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, you see? For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So the end is being manifest, you see? Let's get into it.
We turn now to the west coast of Africa, where the suspected outbreak of a rare and deadly virus has killed at least 3 people and left a cruise ship stranded at sea. Here's correspondent Tom Hansen with the latest.
Tonight, the cruise ship MV Hondius is docked off the West African nation of Cape Verde, officials revoking permission for passengers to disembark. The ship set sail from Argentina more than 4 weeks ago, promising its 150 passengers a journey to several exotic places, culminating in Antarctica. Now, passengers are stuck on the ship. Medical investigators believe 3 passengers have died from the hantavirus. 3 other cases are suspected. Hantavirus is a rare respiratory disease that can kill up to 50% of those infected. It's the same illness that killed actor Gene Hackman's wife last year.
This really is a detective story. So they're going to have to figure out, okay, where was the boat? Where were the people? When could they possibly have been infected with rodent droppings or urine or saliva?
The World Health Organization is helping to evacuate passengers that are showing symptoms.
Right now, the World Health Organization is saying there's no big risk to the general public. But of course, you're always going to play it safe. You're going to be as cautious as possible and get as much information as possible.
And Dr. Lepouk says this virus is not like the norovirus, which can rapidly spread on a cruise ship and really wreak havoc. The World Health Organization is working to see if this virus is the strain that can be passed from person to person, Tony.
So as you see, the Hantan virus is here. You see? And just to throw this out there, it's going to come a time where it's going to be a worse virus than the bubonic plague. It's going to be a worse virus than C-19 that's coming to this place. You see? And that's going to take out a lot of people. Pursuing the second Ezra's, the 5th chapter. You see? Well, a lot of people is going to be taken in great number. And pestilence is going to be a major part of that. And that's going to be a part of Esau's plan as well, to depopulate majority of you people on this planet Earth. You see? This Habakkuk 2 and verse 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. You see? The end is being made manifest. The end is speaking. The end of Esau's rulership through America, Babylon the Great. We're at the end of this place. You see? It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So these prophecies are not tarrying, man. You see? So it was once a time where, people could, shun the things that are happening in the earth. You could shun the words of the Lord. You could shun these prophecies. But now they're right at your doorstep. These prophecies are going to start affecting you people's livelihood, It's not just going to be reserved to a cruise ship, you see? It's not going to be just reserved to a cruise ship. This is going to be a global hell that's coming. And the prophets have been sent out to warn about these things, man. You see? Let's go here. It's 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 1. It says, but other times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So the Lord is coming like a thief in the night, man. But he's not going to come like a thief unto those that are watching, you see? Those that have this understanding. You so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as you Israelite foreigners out there. That's why scriptures tell you to what? Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. You see? It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You see? So everybody is saying peace and safety. Everybody outside this council is still in that peace and safety spirit. Like everything is okay. Ain't no hell coming. Yeah, it's bad now. But guess what? America, we gonna bounce back. Or you got Jakes out there with the mindset of, well, things are bad right now, but I'm just waiting on the gas prices to go back down. Nigga, the gas prices is not fucking going back down, dude. It's a wrap for this place. You see? You done had your time to rejoice in your folly. You know what I'm saying? You just want to continue to have a good time. Here it is. You had Spirit Airlines has been shut down, and that was mainly a way for you Jakes to get out of your city, you know what I'm saying, to move around. But that shit gone now. And eventually all the airlines is going to be shut down until they implement that MOTB. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to travel and buy and move around, as if you got that charagma, man. You see? So this is not the time to be in peace and safety, because it says sudden destruction cometh upon them. You see? And you're not going to be able to escape when the Lord's vengeance is upon you people, man. That's why it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. So we're not like the people of this world. These people are in gross darkness, and they've been blinded. Their minds have been blinded by the God of this world. Jake still want to hold fast to Esau's philosophies. They still looking at this dude as if he'll never be taken down. But that's not what the Lord said. You see? It says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. But let us not sleep as do others. So we are not to operate like the people of this world. You know, the Lord has blessed us with eyes to see and ears to hear and to understand what's going on. These people don't understand what's going on. It says, but let us watch and be sober. You see? So we are to watch and be sober, man. I'm going to close out with this one. This Romans 13 and 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe, you see? So our salvation is near, you see? This is the time of the salvation of the Lord's elect, you see? So Lord willing, that was edifying. I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the men who taught me this truth. Peace and blessings be to the hopeful elect, you men, women, and little ones that believe on the words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.